Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I think we are back now. Apologies for that. I'm not too sure what happened to the stream there. I had a little bit of an issue this evening with some of the technology, so we do apologize. Game has kicked off. As I say, we're going to be live throughout this game. Bear with me a second. There we go. Man City already coming forward here. Gabriel Jesus on the right-hand side. Hopefully everything's working and streaming through okay. Let me know if there's any problems. Hopefully it's working. There we go. Lots of people here shouting, "Come on, Chelsea!" I totally get why people want Chelsea to win this game, especially Chelsea fans, of course. And that's the interesting thing about tonight's game. There is Chelsea ain't thinking about Liverpool. You know, Man United fans might be thinking a bit about. I'm telling you this now. Any Man United fan who's thinking about Liverpool tonight's a madman. I truly mean that. Tonight, the only thought in your mind should be Man United and us racing for the top four. Like, I'm so over Liverpool winning the league. You know, I saw a tweet today from a good friend of mine, Bianca, a big Liverpool fan, who sort of said, you know, people keep saying they don't care about Liverpool winning the title, but yet everybody's timeline is full of Liverpool stuff, like being bitter. You didn't see a tweet from me about that. I'll congratulate Liverpool later on this evening if they become champions tonight, because, you know, I'm not bitter about it. I'm so over it. I'm in, you know, it's been a really good time for me mentally over lockdown to really think and reflect. And I love a bit of rivalry. I love a bit of banter. But actually, sometimes in life, you just got to focus on the good things that you've got going on. Let other people have their glory, you know. And then when you enjoy it, rather than, I don't get angry about their success now. What I do is I'll be happy and I'll laugh a little bit if it ever goes in the other direction, and they become a less good team is what I will tend to focus on from that point. But City are striking from left to right. Chelsea, of course, right to left as we go on. By the way, guys, do me a big favor. Please hit that like and share button. It's really, really important to the channel that you do that for us. We really need your support at the moment massively. If you could do that, that would be marvelous. It really, really would. City dominate a lot of the ball early on, which I think we all kind of expected, I would say. I think we all probably expected that to be the case. Ooh, unlucky there. Corner kick here to City very early on in this game. Numbers coming in now. Morning, Dinesh. Hope you're well, my bro. It's a good early cross. Poor cross, sorry, I meant to say. Some nice early pressure here, though, from City. Really trying to take it to him. I think City are just going to, as I say, looking for a bit of damage limitations. Terry, do you see Liverpool winning the league next season? Samuel, I do. I've said it for a long, long time. I think Liverpool are going to do bits for a while now. Bernardo Silva here. Oh, he scuffs these shots. Yeah, I think Liverpool are going to do bits for a while. There's no doubt. I think that winning it two times on the bounce is very hard. 3 times on the bounce is difficult. But even if Liverpool win it next season, and then maybe the third year, City come back and win it, or Chelsea or United, I'm throwing teams' names out there. this Liverpool team will be very, very good, very, very accomplished for the next 5 years. They will be in the conversation for the next 5 years, there's no doubt, in all major tournaments. And what you'll start to see maybe in 18 months or so's time is you'll start to see some new, fresh blood start to come through. Because, of course, the team will have a life cycle. Liverpool's players are at the peak of their powers. And that's what it comes down to a lot of the time when teams play. You know, this City team peaked for 2 whole years. They peaked. And I think they're very, very good now, but not quite as good as they were. Doesn't mean they're not a very good team, though. And that's what you'll see happen in these situations. This is live comment here. Say, Jorginho is looking like Zardy. Don't you find it weird that when it comes to Liverpool and Man City, Chelsea don't have the ball much, but when it comes to other games, it's the complete opposite? I wouldn't say I find that weird. I think it's relatively normal considering when you consider who and what Chelsea Football Club are, you know, in comparison to City and Liverpool. And I mean that with like all due respect. I don't even mean that in a salty way. I'm being really serious. Chelsea are a very good team that play good football, but when it comes to personnel, City and Liverpool are just superior, and the managers are superior. So you add those two things together, you know, a better squad of players and a better manager. And by the way, all of them like, especially Pep, likes possession-based football. It makes sense. It makes absolute sense. And then that's already where you see that next echelon down of Premier League managers and teams that don't quite dominate the ball as much against the bigger sides. It's a little more even, as an example. But that's what Chelsea are looking to change and achieve. But ball possession isn't that important, really. It's what you do when you've got the ball. You know, I've seen games before where I've seen my team, Man United, have 70% ball possession, but be the worst team on the pitch by far. I've seen us have 60-70% ball possession and be dominated. People, how can you be dominated when you have all of the ball? Well, because we barely created chances, and every time they counter-attack us, they look potent. That, for me, is dominance, because they've outmaneuvered whatever your tactic is. And that's the name of the game here. Gundogan looking really, really good. Here's Kevin De Bruyne on the ball. Raheem Sterling, who's out wide left. No striker. Mendy crosses. It's a good save of his foot there from Kepa. It's clear to Willian. Willian tries to clear. Chelsea lose possession again straight away. Ball's now going to come back in the other direction. Do you agree, Terry, Liverpool will dominate English football for the next couple of years? No, Samuel, I do agree with that. And I don't even think that's a... You know, I know a lot of rival fans want to pretend like that's not going to happen. Oh, no, just... Why are you backing Liverpool for? You're a Man United fan. I'm just being honest with you. I think that's what is going to happen. I think they're that good. Now, I hope it doesn't. I hope it's, you know, it's a couple of seasons, 2 or 3 seasons of being brilliant and it fades away. I hope their decline comes really quick. And then I hope that Klopp's rebuild don't work. Of course I do. But I can't deny what I see in front of me. Comment here says there's a spider on your shoulder. That is one of the weirdest comments. There's a spider. I'm going to check just in case. I'm not like scared of spiders. We're in the UK as well, so it's not really a big deal, is it? If there's a spider in here, it can't hurt me. Why does everybody keep saying there's a spider? I'm really looking around now. I'm getting scared. There you go. Arsenal need. Okay, no. See, I nearly went for that. See, you're never going to catch me on them ones, man. But there we go. Chelsea playing around with the ball at the back here. Kepa. Long ball clearance. It's gone nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. Do me a big favor, ladies and gentlemen. Please hit that like and share button. It's really important to the channel that we get that done. Chelsea fans, how confident are you about tonight? See, that's what I keep saying. Like, it's a weird one. We keep talking about Liverpool winning titles here. Chelsea are in the top 4 race, which we know isn't as... And like I said this before about the one of the reasons that we didn't cover the Liverpool game last night, I had some work to do. And I decided that no one's really that interested in talking Liverpool at the minute, even Liverpool fans, because it's boring. Because your title race is over. Your season's over in that regard. It's more about, the top 4 race is exciting. Relegation is exciting, as an example. That's lovely play. Here's Mendy's got the ball into the box, but there's no one there with him. He goes for a bit of a dribble. That's going to be a corner to Manchester City there. Liverpool will drop points next season. Well, maybe. But this is the thing. Liverpool could decline by 20 points next season and still win the league. And this is why I think points titles are a nice little side dish, but it won't bother Liverpool fans. If they win the Premier League next year with 65 points, they'll celebrate the same. Points totals, just winning the league is all that matters. Kevin De Bruyne crosses. Another poor cross from KDB is cleared easily by Kante. Chelsea cannot get out, though. They're being dominated at the moment. However, no real opportunities being created with all this dominance 12 minutes in. KDB over the top. Oh, it was nutted down across there by, I think, Bernardo Silva. Yeah, it was Bernardo Silva, but nobody was there to try and tap it in. Comment is Liverpool, box to box is Liverpool winning the league is depressing. Don't worry about it, bro. Like, don't be, legitimately, bro, don't get triggered by it. It's not even worth being triggered by. Chelsea got a chance here. So it squared across. It was cleared out by Gundogan. They had a good opportunity there to do a bit. They didn't do a bit, but they had an opportunity to. Corner here to Chelsea. Can they create something? I don't want them to. I want Chelsea to lose tonight. Ball's whipped in. That's cleared there by Fernandinho. Oh, Mason Mount goes for a volley from the edge of the box, and that was poor. Very, very poor indeed. Hi, Tony Trump. Hope you're good. Comment here from Hassan says, Chelsea looking strong if they sign Havertz and Gilmore. Pulisic, Pulisic 22, Werner 23. Easily Chelsea could dominate for the next few years. Well, that's what you've got to try and build, haven't you? See, the Chelseas and the Man Uniteds are 2 or 3 years behind the Liverpools. If the progression comes off, if you look at the average age, you can see that. And that's the whole point. It goes in cycles. What Man United did through the 90s and noughties and even the early teenies was just, it's almost unprecedented. Only a couple of teams in league football history have done that, where they've been the pinnacle for a decade, 2 decades, whatever it may be. It's normally in cycles. It is normally in cycles. Look how long City have been a good team for and a rich team for. It's 11 years. And for the first few years, remember, if there was financial fair play when City first got taken over, they wouldn't have been able to accelerate as quickly as they did. In fact, if they hadn't have cheated, they wouldn't have been able to have accelerated as quickly as they did. It takes a long, long time to become... And City have never been dominant. Up until now, where they won 2 years back-to-back. But that's all it's lasted is 2 years. Let's see what happens the year after next. Long ball played over the top there. Kepa picks it up nice and easy and then filters the ball away. Chelsea trying to play out from the back, though. Credit for them trying to do that, to be fair. Oh, it's given away. Bernardo Silva's in. Oh, he should have scored. Chelsea dilly-dallying with the ball at the back. They give the ball away. Oh, got away with murder there. They got away with murder. Absolute murder. It says Liverpool built a side over a good few seasons. It's going to take time before somebody can do the same to catch them. Yeah, maybe that's true. Maybe that's true. I think that... See, but it isn't always about literally catching them. It's about catching them at the right time. So I'll give you an example. I want to give an example right now. So you look at someone like Lomachenko in boxing, or Canelo in boxing, Tyson Fury in boxing. They could they could go on too long in their careers, and then somebody with lesser ability, lesser fighting skill, lesser punch power, not as good a boxer, beats them and wins their world title, or just beats them generally speaking. Like Ricky Hatton's a great example of that. Ricky Hatton lost 2 fights to Pacquiao and Mayweather. There's no embarrassment in that. He then made a comeback and played some unknown and got knocked out. Ricky Hatton and his pomp was better than that guy. And that's the point I'm making. Chelsea might elevate their level by 20-30%. Right now, that wouldn't be good enough to catch this Liverpool. But Liverpool in 18 months' time could have become a worse team. They could be over their peak, meaning this Chelsea team then elevates past them. So it's about peaks and troughs here. And it literally, you don't need to be as good as Liverpool are now to topple Liverpool, because Liverpool won't remain at the top forever. We know this. Even Fergie's greatest teams had other sides come along and win titles from us, like instead of us. The question will be, can Liverpool stay dominant for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years? I don't know, because you don't know who the next manager is going to be, because we know Jurgen Klopp isn't going to stay for as long as Fergie did. City going forward here with Rodri. Rodri to Gundogan. Finds Mendy, who's wide on the left here. Tries to go himself. Mad when I think of Mendy. Whenever I think of Mendy, I think of all those players from that Monaco team and how many are actually balling still. How many are actually out there doing their thing. Free kick here to Man City in a fairly dangerous position. Fairly dangerous position here. Mahrez and KDB standing over it. I can't imagine anybody but KDB is going to hit this. It is actually Mahrez. He crosses. Decent. Oh, good save from Kepa. It's a nice header. I think it was Fernandinho. Yes, it was. Who gets his head to the ball. Kepa had to be solid, and he was there. A lot of Chelsea fans, of course, get on Kepa's back. But it was a good cross. Really poor marking there by Chelsea. But in the end, a good save. Saved a certain goal there, Kepa. Some people say straight at him, but his positioning had to be right for that to be straight at him. Chelsea 0, Man City 0. But City had definitely been the boss team so far. Definitely been dominating a lot of the proceedings. By the way, if you haven't done so yet, please hit the like and share button. And if you can, go into the description below and download Hot Mic. It'd be amazing for us if you could get that done. Evening to Gary's over on Hot Mic. Ball's crossed in here. Oh, it's well cleared. I think that's by Rudiger. We need City to United. We need City to do United a favour tonight, is what Lee says. And I agree, bro. Yeah, I agree with you completely. I hope City do us a favour tonight. Like I said, I don't care when Liverpool win the league, because I've already accepted that they were and are going to win it. So for me, it becomes a not any relevance. That's the wrong word, but it's an I don't care moment anymore. Mendy to KDB. It's a nice touch and turn from him. He's Gundogan on the ball. Flashes the ball out wide to Kyle Walker. That's not really been involved so far in the game. Fernandinho. Oh, that's poor there. Poor touch from Mahrez. They've done nothing yet, Chelsea. Absolutely nothing as of yet. Which will certainly be disappointing for him. Thank you to everyone that signed up today on Hot Mic. It really does mean the world to us. Just wanted to look here quickly at the statistics so far in this game, though. Yeah, I suppose only 2 shots, though, from City. For 60% of the ball, they've only had 2 shots. So I suppose Chelsea can find themselves a bit... Oh, that's lovely there by Walker. Back to Mahrez. To Rodri. Laporte is so far forward here. Raheem Sterling in possession. City just moving this ball around nicely. What if City lose on purpose to increase their points between Chelsea and Liverpool? Look, I never worry about things like that. I don't think that those types of things actually happen. You know, they won't do that. Rodri goes for a long shot, just flies up in the air after a deflection. It's partially cleared there by Rudiger. Willian tries to clear the ball up. He doesn't. KDB beats him to it. And they're coming forward again here. Man City. Rodri tries to switch the play. Still makes it. He took a deflection, but still finds its way with Mahrez. Mahrez now on the ball. Always looks to go on the inside, Mahrez. You can kind of guess what he's going to do. He's never going to try and go on the outside. Always going to try and come on the inside. Fernandinho. Oh, ball's blocked down now. Fernandinho in a foot race with Giroud. Olivier Giroud, though, he gave it up. Wow. He's never going to beat him in a foot race, but he rightfully gave up there. Rightfully gave up. City coming forward again here. It's a foul there from Kante. The Dugout Football Channel here says, are you confident about United winning the FA Cup and Europa League? Am I confident about winning it? No. Oh, yes. I think we can win it. Am I like, yeah, 100% we're going to do it? No. Like, there's good teams left. But, excuse me, sorry, we can definitely do it. There's no doubt about it whatsoever. Terry, what do you think about Traore as a second choice transfer for Man United? No. No. Not for me. Not for me. No. No, I wouldn't want him. Him, Zaha, those level players, no. Not good enough. So, yeah, for me, it would be a big fat no. 110% no. I say, why not? I just don't rate him that highly. I don't think he's that good. I don't think he's that good of a football player. They're just showing this opportunity again here. I think it might have been Kepa's mistake. Yeah, it was Kepa's mistake. Oh, he was onside as well. Should have scored there, City. Oh. How about Traore to Liverpool under Jurgen? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I just don't... He's okay. I just don't think he's as good as people make him out to be. They see the blistering pace. Yeah, he's got a good cross. I just don't look at him and think, oh, I'd love him in my team. He's a slightly older and slightly more experienced Dan James. How much do I believe Kai will go to Chelsea? Oh, Kevin De Bruyne with a shot here that deflects away. I think there's an 85% chance it will go there. It's a good cross by City. It's well defended, but a foul was given. Fernandinho, look, they did. He was climbing on the shoulders there of Kante. Hi, Tony. Hope you're well. Thank you very much. I'm very well, thank you, my man. I hope you're good too, bro. The thing is with blocking spammers, they've got hundreds of accounts. They just come back with the next account. It almost becomes a pointless activity. Gaming engine says, in my opinion, Ollie is underrated. Yeah, I agree. Chelsea have not mustered up a single attack yet in 25 minutes at home. Must do better. Would read the report card. Remember, if you want to have a question read out tonight, do me a favor and leave us a super chat. Yeah, I remember when I had 40k subs as well. Listen, man, I appreciate the growth. I appreciate the support. Just a long ball there by Edison. Oh, Chelsea lose it in the middle there. Barkley has been anonymous so far. Mount, anonymous so far. Willian, anonymous. The whole Chelsea team really has been anonymous so far. Really has been poor. Lovely switch there by Willian. Though Alonso's got a lot of space to run into here. Can he get a decent crossing? It's not a bad cross. Barkley's got a chance here. He shoots. And that deflects wide and goes for a corner. Barkley must be one of the most... He's such a disappointing signing. All those years at Everton, people spoke him up about how good he was going to be. But he's been at Chelsea, what, 2.5 years now? Barring when he played very well against Liverpool to knock him out of the FA Cup. Aside from that, I can't remember a good game he had. Jason Wall, hope you're well, man. Yeah, I hope City can do us a favour as well. Ball's crossed in. It's well cleared by City. Is there a counter-attack on here? No, Chelsea picked the ball back up. Kante goes home to Kepa. Oh, Martin, you make me laugh. Oh, Kepa here with a big clearance out. 28 minutes on the clock now, ladies and gents. It's actually been a bit of a dead game so far. Really. Barring the mistake from Kepa, which gave City an opening. Like, nothing much has really happened at all. Nothing at all. Carl Walker here to Kevin De Bruyne. Oh, what a back heel from him. Lovely football. Here goes Bernardo Silva through the middle. Plays into Raheem Sterling, whose touch lets him down. It's going to go out for a goal kick. Actually, it's going to be... That's a corner. Is that corner? Oh, interesting. Christian got away with that one, in my opinion. I thought that was definitely a corner. Appreciate that, Jakey. Thank you. Yeah, I'm chilled. I'm chilled watching this at the moment. Let's see what happens. The reason I'm chilled is nothing's going on. I can't be animated about a game that's been... It's been like a practice match so far. It's been like a practice match. What I did find interesting this evening, though, is why City don't have a striker. Seems very strange from Pep to not do that. Chelsea playing with the ball at the back here. Kepa on the ball. Finds Christiansen. pressure's on here by City. It's a nice bit of football there, though. Mason Mount, oh, his pass just isn't good enough. See, that's the difference there, Mason Mount and a Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz is finding the right pass there. You know, that's not even a difficult pass that Mason Mount has to play in there. It's a lovely, like, backheel touch. Comes into him. Oh, so poor. Really was poor. Olivier Giroud now loses possession. Counter-attack opportunity here for City. And here goes Kevin De Bruyne. He's got Raheem Sterling through the middle. Can he find the pass? He doesn't go for the pass, Kevin De Bruyne, which is interesting. It's Gundogan. Pass. Oh, they overplay it in the end, Man City. They overplay it in the end. Why has Raheem Sterling not been played in it? Now Chelsea are going to come forward. Are we about to see the game open up here? Nice run in behind into the half space there by Ross Barkley. It's crossed. Oh, that's very close there. Very close. Alonso on the ball. It's whipped back across. It's Mount. Giroud. Mason Mount. Oh, Barkley. And that's cleared off the line. Is that going to be a corner? So close for Chelsea. How have they not taken the lead there? How have they not taken the lead there? Onside in the first place. Here's Barkley. Whips it across. Close. Was he offside here? He must have been offside. Oh, he's about 6 miles offside. But did they give a corner? Imagine they score from this corner. Imagine they score from this corner. Oh, did he do? Oh, it's kicked over there by Aspie. Chelsea nearly scored from an illegitimate corner. It was definitely offside to Barkley. But wow. Very, very close indeed. Very, very close indeed. Oh, good header. Very good save by Ederson. Keeping City in the game. Opening up a little bit now. Opening up a little now. It's what we want to see. We want to see a bit of football. We want to see a bit of creativity. Look, I do actually get why. I do understand completely why they don't want to attack too much, Chelsea, because they're playing City, and City will pick them off if they do. However, have some invention. You know, almost have some heart at home. Gundogan coming forward here. Finds Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker plays the ball out wide to Mahrez. Mahrez cuts on the inside, but he loses possession. Rudiger picks it up. Currently, William playing out on this left-hand side. Oh, it's a lovely bit of skill by him, but his pass to Giroud doesn't come off. It's intercepted by Fernandinho. They now have the ball back. Yeah, Patrick, I agree with you. Chelsea had them opportunities here to score. I mean, a good thing is for them, like, if Barkley would have scored, VAR would have ruled it out. There's no doubt. Remember, VAR doesn't check for the legitimacy or accuracy of awarded corners, as an example. Kyle Walker fouled by Willian. Fairly dangerous area as well. Silly place to be giving fouls away. Kevin De Bruyne standing over this. Always dangerous, City. Always dangerous from these positions. Ball's whipped in. Oh, it's well cleared there by Rudiger again. Rudiger's got up for a lot of challenges well today. Counter-attack opportunity here. Here goes Christian Pulisic. Oh, he's past him. Pulisic is in. Pulisic for 1-0. It's 1-0 Chelsea. Chelsea take the lead. Christian Pulisic with a wonderful counter-attack goal. Bad news for Man United. Great news for Liverpool. They take the lead at home against Man City. Oh, it was a lovely goal by Christian Pulisic. And people are telling me, people are acting like and telling me that Christian Pulisic isn't going to start next season. Oh, the mistake by Mendy is awful. Great run. There's no chance of... Oh, Mendy's defending is shocking. That's what happens when you have an average fullback. That's what happens when you have an average fullback. It really is. Oh, thank you very much, Josh, for the super chat, bro. What a goal. Chelsea take the lead. What a goal that was. And Liverpool fans all across the world are celebrating. Closer and closer to lifting their title. They truly, truly are. God. You know, and that was a mistake. Definite mistake there. But Pulisic did really well with his run. Keep saying to Chelsea fans, you know, don't sleep on that guy. Too many do. Far too many do. It's a really good goal. Again, if I'm a Chelsea fan, I ain't sleeping on this kid. I ain't sleeping on this kid if I'm a Chelsea fan. It was really good. But it's a dangerous free kick here. Very, very dangerous free kick for Man City. And I'm gutted. Like, I'm not even... I'm not going to say I'm happy for Liverpool. I'm not. But I'm gutted because this is bad news for Man United. I wanted... It's a lovely check and shoot. Mahrez! Oh, just over the crossbar. Just over the crossbar. Oh, it was close. That was very, very close indeed. Very, very close indeed. Josh, thanks for that super chat, bro. Pulisic's goal was crazy. Yeah. Devil in the Detail says, so annoyed with that goal. I would be as well. Like, it's frustrating. Mendy there is awful. Mendy there is absolutely dog. That's the only word I can use to describe him there is dog. Dog. Gave the ball away and then could have made a simple tackle. Couldn't do it. Simple tackle. Couldn't do it. Poor. Do you know what? Like, I'm a Man United fan. I'm not a massive supporter of Luke Shaw. I don't think he's as great as we thought he would be. But I'd take Luke Shaw every day of the week over Mendy, you know. Every day of the week and twice on a Sunday. Chelsea coming forward again here in another attack. Ball's crossed in. Gundogan gets it away. See, this is where I think, though, and this is why Arsenal the other day annoyed me, where Arsenal should have come out the other day and showed a lot more fight than they did. Arsenal should have come out with a lot more potency than they did. And the reason they annoyed me is because I think this is a great, great time, genuinely mean this, to play Manchester City, who have nothing to play for. They have nothing to play for. By the way, if you're tuning in live right now and you want to watch this game live and sync it, so your action isn't delayed like we are on YouTube, so you can watch the game with full match commentary, download Hot Mic. It's free of charge. The link is in the description below. Please get that done for us. It's really important that you do. It really, really is. Here goes KDB on the march forward. Mahrez goes inside. That's well cut out there by Christensen. That's very good defending. Willian now on the counter. Remember, City have been beat so many times this season with good counter-attack football. They're susceptible to it. They truly are. Digger True Red says champions in 50 minutes. This is it. Liverpool could be champions in 50 minutes. Oh, it's good play here. Pulisic finds Willian. Oh, Mendy there. Mendy actually makes a mistake, but he gets away with it because of some poor play from... some poor anticipation more than play, really, there. From Willian. Gabe, Phil Jones is better than City's defence. Honestly, City's defence this year. That's what strikes me as strange by City. I look at them as a well-run football club. But how they've ended up in this situation with their defence is mad. When you consider their resources, when you consider their manager and how good they've been, their defence is so shocking. By the way, was it £200 million just on fullbacks? So they haven't got an excuse to be shocking, but they just are. But players switched out here. Here's Mendy on the ball. Mendy picks it up on the left. City with a few minutes in this half to try and get themselves back into this game. I was genuinely hoping for a City win tonight to help Man United's pursuit of top 4. But maybe that is in Man City's minds. Maybe the thought is, what's the point? All we actually really do if we win tonight is help Man United, and they don't want to do that. It's Gundogan into Mahrez. Back to KDB. KDB looking for the right pass. He can't find it. He's going to lose the ball on the edge. He doesn't. He maintains it. Rodri into Mahrez here. Mahrez looks like he's going to shoot, but he doesn't. He gives it to Mendy. What can Mendy do? Back to Mahrez. Great defending. Great low block here from Chelsea to stop any kind of penetration. This is like chastity belt level just defending. Mendy's got a chance here, though. He crosses. Oh, it's a really hit. Well, we got Kyle Walker goes to square it back in. There's a great cross there by Mendy. Nobody gambled for it. It runs through the 6-yard box. Kyle Walker then goes to cut the ball back in. He may have been offside there, Mendy, to be honest. So if anything would have come of that, he may have been offside. Maybe it's already given us offside. It wasn't. But here we go. Are Liverpool going to be champions? Are Liverpool going to be champions this evening? Kyle Walker here trying to work his way into the box. He's got Alonso to beat. Alonso very well defended from him there indeed. Very well defended from him indeed. He gets a lot of stick. That was very well done. Benjamin is class when he's on form, unlike Shaw. Yeah, but he's not on class. Listen, I wouldn't pick Benjamin Mendy over Luke Shaw. That's just as simple as that. I don't care. I care that you've got an opinion, but I just wouldn't pick the guy. Are you hyped up about Cobra Kai coming to Netflix? Do you know what? I am, bro, because I watched season 1. I watched 2 episodes of season 2, and I never get around to watching it. So, yeah, Netflix makes it easier. So, yeah, man, I'm well up for that. Kyle Walker here I love. It's a throwback for me. As you can all tell if you watch my show enough, I'm a big Karate Kid fan. So, yeah, that'd be amazing. City just knocking the ball around, but the low block here. I mean, every Chelsea player is in the final third, their own final third here. Pretty much every Chelsea player barring one is in and around their own box. It's lovely there by KDB. It's a very deep cross. It looks like it went out. It didn't. That's going to be a... Oh, no, it did go out of play. It's now been given as a goal kick. Oh, of course, Robinson's the best left-back in the league. Mendy can attack, but defensively, he's meh. That's from Devil in the Details. Absolutely, bro. And that's why I say it with no salt intended. I wouldn't pick the guy. I wouldn't buy the guy. You know, when you look at Robertson and when you look at Trent, I know Trent isn't the best defensively, but he's very good still. And that's the thing. If you're going to have a good fullback going forward, they've got to be at least very good defenders. If they're not at least very good defenders, I'm done. I'm done with them. I don't even want to know them. I'm serious. I don't care how harsh that sounds. I don't even want to know them if they're not at least very good defenders. Time added on, coming here at the end of the first half. 2 is tonight the night. Is tonight the night where Liverpool become champions? there's loads of Chelsea fans kicking off on social media that BT Sports showed the reaction of Liverpool fans celebrating the goal as opposed to their fans. I kind of agree with Chelsea fans on that. Like, Chelsea have a lot at stake tonight themselves. It is a little disrespectful to not show Chelsea fans celebrating their team score a goal, you know. It's a little bit disrespectful. But it's going to be 1-0 here at halftime. I'd like your thoughts and feelings. Please give us a phone call right now. Skype lines are open if you want to come on and have your say. Please hit that like button. Please hit the share button as well. Very, very important to us here that you get that done. It really, really is. As ever, we always need your support of the Football Terrace. We always do. If you guys want to get involved, that would be great. It'd be really, really good, actually. If you guys could come down and get yourselves involved, call up the show. There we go. I'm feeling a bit depressed right now. I really am. And nothing to do with Liverpool winning the league. It's purely and simply to do with my team's Champions League situation becoming harder. Chelsea clear that. It's half time. Give the show a call. Come and get yourselves on. I want to hear from you right about now. A few people here say Liverpool haven't won the Premier League in a long time. Bro, Liverpool have never won the Premier League. Just so you know, again, not so, it's a fact. They never won it. And yeah, they've never won it. Thank you, darling Silva. I appreciate the compliment. Just as you all know as well, we just passed 135,000 subscribers on the channel as well this evening. So thank you to all of you that have made that possible. Really do appreciate it massively. Thank you. And all of our new members over the last few days as well. There we go. What's everyone's thought? Come on, someone call up on Skype. Someone give us a bell on Skype, you know. We want to hear from you at halftime now. Liverpool fans, I'd love to hear your take on this right now. That title is coming closer and closer and closer and closer. It really is. So close. Josh is first on. Josh, welcome back to the show. What's your thoughts and feelings right now, bro?
I'm loving the first half between Chelsea and City, man. It's been a very end-to-end game. Christian Pulisic, American born and bred. It's great to see Americans going to Europe and tearing it up, man. Very impressed. That kid is going to be wonders, man. It's a shame he didn't come to United. Great guy, man.
Yeah, he's definitely a very, very good player. I don't think that can be denied. As a Man United fan yourself, though, how are you feeling right now in relation to the fact that not Liverpool winning the league title? I'm talking this result makes it harder for us to make the Champions League. What's your thoughts on that?
Man, it's tough, man. But, I mean, hopefully it can end in a draw. I hope City can nick one back. And then that'll be good for us. It'll be good because Liverpool won't win the league today. I think City will get one back. I think Chelsea are going to crumble under the pressure because City have that high pressure tactic that they always use. So I think they'll crumble under the pressure and they'll score one back.
I hear that. Cameron, welcome back to the show, mate. What's your thoughts on the game so far?
I think it's been really good, to be honest.
Who do you support?
Chelsea.
Okay, you're Chelsea. Yeah, so yeah, really good for you. I mean, the Pulisic's goal, by the way, brilliant, right?
Yeah, that was really good. I think our defensive work has been really good this game. Compact, really sitting back and just weathering the storm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have. I mean, there were times where you had almost 10 of your own players in the box. But this is the thing with football. You know, it's what I like about Frank Lampard. He doesn't just say to his players, there isn't one way of playing and only one way of playing, and we never yield from it. You know, with Frank Lampard, okay, we know we can't go toe-to-toe and open up against City, so we'll sit back, we'll be compact, and we'll catch them on the counter-attack. I have literally no issues with managers that do that. I get more frustrated with managers who think that they have to go toe-to-toe with their opponents and get busted. Like, it frustrates the living daylights out of me, so I think it's good. Of course, I know as a Chelsea fan, you're not going to be thinking at all about Liverpool tonight. It's all about you securing top four.
Yeah, getting top four.
Is it a bit annoying watching it on BT Sports, if you are watching on BT Sports, where they're cutting more to Liverpool fans' reactions than they are Chelsea fans?
Yeah, it's a little bit annoying.
Yeah.
There we go. Boys, listen, I appreciate you both coming on the show. We'll chat to you again soon. Take care. Next up, we have Lee. Lee's a Man United fan. What do you want to say, mate?
Hi, sir. Yeah, I just want to say how mad football is. Can you imagine? You would never write this. That City would have to give Liverpool a guard of honour. Obviously, if they lose tonight or if they lose next week at the end, I don't know, would the Premier League be given at the Etihad or?
No, I think they'd be giving it on their last home game to celebrate. But yeah, I mean, yeah, they would have to next week. There'd have to be a guard of honour if City don't turn it around. And I think that's where I would say for City, they've got to fight really hard in the second half because
I think it'll be a draw.
Yeah, and a draw for City is good enough, you know. And as a United fan, I'd have probably taken a draw before the game. But if you're a City fan, you've got any pride, you can't be for back-to-back champions with how much money you've spent having to give Liverpool a guard of honour at your stadium. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, I would like to talk as well about just over a week. I think the Premier League's been really good with obviously the whole reset situation. Obviously, 2 errors, Hawkeye and the West Ham game a couple of days ago with the handball. I think there's certain things what we need to know. My opinion is I don't think Hawkeye was turned on. And obviously the handball, it brushed, can't remember the player's arm. But yeah, I just think there's certain things. But yeah, and then one more thing is, I'll ask you, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm listening.
What cup will you get rid of next season? Because of obviously the Europa League and the Premier League and everything, would you get rid of the FA Cup or will you get rid of the League Cup? Because I think one of the cups are going to go.
There's no contest. If they have to get rid of one, it has to be the League Cup. Because I also would scrap a couple of. I would scrap the first 2, maybe in the first international breaks that we normally have as well. So that we're able to catch up, if that makes sense. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
If you get rid of the League Cup and get rid of 1 or 2 of the early international breaks, you'll have enough time to catch the games up. I think if we end up... Because remember, there's not that many games. You play a couple of games in August, and you end up only really playing 2 or 3 games in September. So we only might be 5 or 6 games behind. So no League Cup, it means you can just do some midweek games, an international break or 2, and the season could finish in pretty much normal order. Lee, thanks very much for coming on, mate. We'll chat to you again.
Okay, brilliant.
Take care, my man. Bye. All the best. Take care. If you want to call the show, please call via Skype right about now. They're just showing this goal again, this Pulisic goal. It's really good. It was really, really good. David, welcome to the show. What do you want to say?
It's been a good half for us. Really good half.
Yeah, mate, you have. You've been really, really good. You've been really, really impressive. I mean, look, Pulisic's goal was good. I would say the issue is more Mendy's defending than anything else.
Yeah.
But you've got the lead, and that's, you know, I don't want to try. I want to try and sound unbiased here. I'm desperate for Chelsea to lose because I want United to close that gap on you. And I want City to come out and show fight and not want to have to give Liverpool a guard of honour next week. But I can't. I think you might end up winning 2 or 3-0 in the end. I think you might end up just pouncing on the counter, putting them to bed.
Well, I'm saying, if Chelsea win tonight, it does us so good. Not only because it gives us the gap open, but it means that our game against Liverpool, they've already won the league. So they're obvious. So I reckon they're probably gonna. Oh wait, can you hear feedback?
No, that's fine, mate. No, I agree with you. Yeah, winning tonight just makes everything else that little bit easier, because the fear was that City would win tonight and then City might beat Liverpool next week, and it makes your game against Liverpool highly competitive. So yeah, it's it's again that's what again like a lot of Liverpool fans will be like, oh, you just don't want Liverpool to win the league tonight. I literally couldn't care less about that. I care about Man United running for the top 4. I really do. We added Stroh to the call as well. Stroh, 45 minutes, you could win your first ever Premier League title.
Terrace. To be honest, that's the only thing where. Listen, I know Pep did this a few seasons ago where he had Sterling as the number 9, but it's clearly not working. So, manager of Pep, he's probably going to bring Jesus on at some point. And apart from Chelsea had a few chances, it's majority been City. If they just crank the pressure up a bit more, I think they can get a bit of luck. So, I'm trying not to get too carried away because obviously I've waited my entire life for this, but I'm starting to get nervous now. So yeah.
Well, all I'm saying, this could be the third team that we've stopped them. Like we've ended the title race at Chelsea. Have ended the title race because we had Tottenham with Leicester. We had there was another one that we did as well, but I can't remember it now. And obviously, if we win this one, like this, teams don't want the one team you don't want to play when you need to win is Chelsea.
No, I get that. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a title race anymore. Do you know what I mean?
But it's like the maths of it. We're the team that ends the maths. That's what we are.
I get your again. Factually, you're correct, but on real levels, this title race was over 3 months ago. But yeah, I'm just again from my point of view, like I know a lot of Liverpool fans. There's a lot of Liverpool fans. I'm like, there's an element of me that's fair play to you. But I can't help but think about the top. That's why, like, for me, I'll celebrate a City goals like they're a man. And this is what I love about the running. And I know Liverpool fans just want to win their title. They want to break records. It's great. But from a neutral's point of view, when it comes to these things, this is what I love about a run-in. Because when you get to the last 7-8 games and there's a run-in, every game matters. Do you get what I mean? And every goal, it's who's going to win tonight? Like every time Chelsea play now, every time Leicester play now, Man United fans will be desperate for them to drop points. So every little nuance, every little game, up until the run-in, the last 10 games, you do care when the people in the race with you lose or win, but for whatever reason, it doesn't feel as intense. And I think that's why, it's a hard one for me tonight, and I'm stressed about it because I just want us to win win the top 4 race. But listen, gents, I appreciate you both coming on. Second half is about to start. I don't quite know what show we're doing after the game yet. The result is going to dictate what kind of show we do, if I'm being honest. Because if Liverpool win the league, that will be the focus. If City come back, it will be Chelsea in the top 4 race. So we have to go with the biggest talk. There's no point talking about a subject that no one's bloody interested in. So I'll chat to you boys afterwards.
Yeah, no worries.
Take care, lads. All the best.
Yeah.
Cheers, boys. There we go. Pulisic has better stats, and he's been injured for half the season. Than who? Terry said, win the top 4 race. Yeah. Win the top 4 race. There's a race for the top 4. If you make it into the top 4, you've won that race. In the race to avoid relegation, if you don't get relegated, you're a winner in that race. You know? Terry, Man City to give Liverpool guard of honor next year. Robbie, man, I hope that don't happen. And again, not because I care about City being embarrassed or having to do it. That isn't my train of thought here. I couldn't care less about City in this situation. I even couldn't care less about Liverpool in this situation. I care today, tomorrow, next week, forever about one team and one team only, and that's Manchester United Football Club. That's it. That's it. But the second half is very close to beginning here. Oh. Did I say second half? I meant second half. If I said first half, I apologize. Over 700 people tuning in right now. Please hit the like and share button for me. Really important that you get that done. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, you ever get those moments in life where you just remember for a second how big a day you've got tomorrow? I've got so much to do. I just kind of forgot, and I'm like, I've got loads to do tomorrow. I'm gonna have one of the longest phone calls of my life, and not long because I'm dreading it, long because it's a contract negotiation. Hate these things. I can't believe there's people saying Werner will start on the left next season. Pulisic, but top dog, bro. Listen, I know I wind a lot of fans of rival clubs up, of rivals to my club, Man United, because I don't say the things they always want to hear. But this notion that Pulisic is going to be starting on the bench, and it just annoys me, bro. Like, it truly annoys me that people think for one single second that could even be true. For one single second that Werner's going to be starting on the left, and it's just ridiculous talk, and not so ridiculous because he can't play there, but he just doesn't start there. He's played there like a handful of times in his entire career, but yet suddenly, according to some people, out of nowhere, Pulisic's going to be dropped, and then Werner's going to go to a new football club and be played in a position that he's never really played in his life. Madness. It's crazy. And I've been shouting about this for a long time now as well. I've been shouting about it for a long time that he doesn't play out there. But the only reason certain Chelsea fans are pretending and acting like he's going to is because they're too afraid to admit the truth that if you sign Kai Havertz as well, that Tammy's going to lose game time for it. That's all it comes down to. Terry, your thoughts on Cobra Kai? I haven't seen season 2 yet, so I don't want to talk about it. But I loved season 1. I've seen some of season 2. His second half is about to begin here. Really excited about this. Let's go, City. Come on now. Let's get yourselves back. It's a bit of damn pride, City. A bit of damn pride. A bit of damn pride, City. That's all we want to see here. Some goddamn prides. Some goddamn pride. Some damn pride. I'm going to keep shouting it until they get it. That's what I want to see from them. It's tough, though. The thing is, though, if they try and come out and play with too much pride, heart on their sleeve type moments, they will open themselves up. Which is exactly what Chelsea are going to want. Just so everybody knows. Here's Willian on the ball. Oh, he gives it away here. Raheem Sterling picks it up. He'll get taken care of, though. Raheem Sterling ain't doing nothing from there. Yeah, there's Aspie. That was nice by Aspilicueta. Aspilicueta is such a good defender, you know. I sometimes think about it. He doesn't get the respect he deserves in football, you know. Zahe says, you think Hudson-Odoi will become a backup winger? Yes, I do. And not that I think he deserves it, but you don't sign... If you sign Ziyech, but again, everyone thinks Ziyech plays in that 10 role. The vast majority of his games and his potency has come from starting on the right. All players now have a fluidity where they'll move into various positions, but that isn't good. He is a right-sided attacker. Here goes Raheem Sterling. Pulls it back. It's a shot there by, I think it was Mendy, Chelsea defender, right in the head. That's going to be looked at by the referees now as a head injury. They're going to run over and just take care of that. I need a match clock on the setup. Yeah, I don't like a lot of the match clocks, though. They look janky. I need to. You do right. I do need to get one. I will get one at some point. I promise. Who cares, bro? I think Hudson-Odoi is overrated. I don't think Hudson-Odoi is overrated. I think he's a really good player. But, you know, as I say, the point I'm making is that, you know, he already barely starts anyway. Well, that's how it feels from an outsider looking in. Pulisic is starting to cement that left-hand side. You sign Ziyech. You know, and I hope Hudson-Odoi gets the opportunities. But if Hudson-Odoi was this generational talent people said, you wouldn't be signing a player of Ziyech's quality. In my humble opinion. You don't go for a player like that if you've already got the quality around you. Not in my view. Not in my view. AD, I'm good. I hope you're well, bro. Samuel here says that Aspie has been a class defender for Chelsea. He's been a great servant for them over the years. He has, man. He's been one of the... You know, I look at him as one of the best defenders in Premier League history. But he's just he's a little bit unsung in many ways. He's in the conversation for me. When people talk best fullbacks, I think if you put the 10 best fullbacks together and want to debate them, he almost has to go in there. Like, I've very rarely seen him have a bad game. Versatile, can play centrally as well. Like, he's a serious player. City have really not done much in the start of the second half, you know. Just knocking the ball around easy, not really creating anything. They keep panning to Mendy. Mendy, you know. Mendy's already disliked by the red half of Manchester. He's going to be hated after that. Chelsea are pressing City really well here in their own half. Ederson switched this. A lovely pass from Ederson. Lovely pass into the half space here. It's Gundogan. He delays on the ball and slows it down. He goes to switch the play to the left. It's not a good enough cross. Well cut out by Azpilicueta. City are moving the ball around nicely here, but can they penetrate? That's the question. KDB on the wide right takes the touch rather than crossing it. Kyle Walker's coming centrally here. It's switch here. Here's Mendy, who's basically in a central midfielder's role. It's a lovely passing though to Bernardo Silva. No strikers on the pitch, so remember that. Mendy with a shot. What an absolute hoof. That may have even cleared the shed end, you know. If you're currently walking around in the vicinity of Chelsea Football Club, watch out. There's a ball that's going to come down and hit you on the bonce. That was terrible. Absolute clown. 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 Oh, KDB go for a cross. That's awful from KDB there. Awful from KDB. Good free kick here. Well, a free kick in a really good position. Really good position here for Manchester City. Can they make this count? Substitutions being made as well. Bernardo Silva coming off. He's been very, very quiet. David Silva coming on. Gabriel Jesus into the fray as well, which is massive. Massive. Big moment here. KDB standing over the ball. He hits it. Oh, it's a goal! KDB equalizes for Manchester City. Oh, yes. Ah, there is hope. One of the best midfielders in the world steps up, puts the ball into the back of the net, and there you have it. Oh, there we go. Game on now. KDB. 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 Oh, KDB. What a free kick. Look at that. The instep. Kepa doesn't even try. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Game on. But here goes Barkley. Barkley's going through. That's well cut out in the end there. Barkley's laying on the ground now. Oh, wow. What a second half we are now in for. And there's so much riding on this. There's so much riding on this. So much riding on this. What a second half we're in for here. It's a great pass. Mason Mount is it. Mason Mount crosses. This block's going to be a Chelsea corner. Chelsea coming straight back at them. Remember, a draw is a bad result for Chelsea. A draw is a bad result. It gives City, who will want to beat Liverpool when it comes to game of the Etihad. It means Liverpool, when they then play Chelsea, Liverpool are still going to be like vying to go out and get that win to get the over the line. Chelsea want to win tonight. They want to end that. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's a good save there by Edison. Safe hands indeed. But KDB now springing forward. Look at this. Men over. Raheem Sterling is in. Raheem Sterling! Oh, he hits the post. Raheem Sterling misses a gilt-edged chance and he hits the post. It should have been 2-1 to City, but he misses. Chelsea is still alive. For the first time in the game, Chelsea threw a fair number of players forward to try and get themselves back in the game. Oh, it's opening up. I tell you, Raheem Sterling, he does have a problem in those situations, you know. He does have a problem in those situations. The amount of one-on-ones I see this boy miss. Crazy. 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 Oh, it could have been 2-1. What a turnaround that would have been. And almost out of nowhere. Almost out of nowhere. Because they haven't been particularly good. They haven't been particularly good in this game at all. But out of nowhere, it's game on. Ball's here with Mendy on the left-hand side. Raheem Sterling will be gutted he missed that chance. Do you know what, though? Good goalkeeping from Kepa. Kepa got off his line quickly to put the pressure on him. Doesn't count as an official save statistically. But if Kepa would have stood on his line or hesitated, Raheem Sterling would have had an extra split second or two, would have put it away. Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube and you keep saying it late, it's because YouTube has a 40-50 second delay from television. If you download Hot Mic now, use my promo code TFT. I'd love all 563 of you to go and do that. If you download that right now, you'll be able to synchronize it with your television, meaning my competition will be live with your TV. So get it, that is free of charge. Get Hot Mic downloaded right now. It'll take you less than a minute. Get it done. Get yourself involved. Can't wait to see you over there. Get it done and get it synced up. Please. Mendy's now been taken off. Zinchenko is on. Good decision, in my opinion. Raheem Sterling is going to want to make amends, you know. Liverpool fans will love the fact that Raheem Sterling missed that chance if Chelsea now go on to win. Kyle Walker goes for a dink ball. It's not good enough. Alonso cuts it out. What Chelsea going to do now? Chelsea going to stick or twist? Chelsea going to think a draw is good enough? Oh, Gabriel Jesus fouled there. It's going to be another free kick in a dangerous position. KDB again. KDB again. KDB again. KDB again. Let's see what happens here. Chelsea bottling this. Is the old April going? Is that what we're seeing here? Man City going to do a madness. I don't think they're going to shoot from this free kick. Maybe it's a little too far out. Maybe that's the train of thought with this. Dinked in. It looked like he was fouled there, not given though. What is Zinchenko doing? You know when you watch players that lack technique do stuff sometimes? It's funny, isn't it? You watch him and just think, what was he trying to achieve there? I don't even really get it. One in this game, remember, ladies and gents. In case you can't read or see, thought I'd tell you. City coming forward again. Here's the legendary David Silva corner. A corner here to City. Corner ball here. What can be made of this? KDB gets that goal back for City. He's been such a great player for City since he arrived. Remember, ex-Chelsea player as well. He crosses that ball. Well defended there at the front post. His corners tonight haven't been very... That's one thing I would say about KDB tonight. His corners have been pretty poor. Pretty poor indeed. Pretty poor indeed. Tammy Abraham now brought on. Olivier Giroud off. Tammy becoming a bit of a fringe player now recently. In his Chelsea career. He's come onto the pitch. What can he do? Can he turn things around? Oh. Good opportunity here for Chelsea. Mason Mount. Oh, unlucky. What can City do from this point? Would Man United fans be happy with the draw? Would Chelsea just be happy to take a draw right now? It's an interesting one. It's a nice little conundrum as well, really, when you think about it. There's so much at stake. By the way, KDB's free kick wasn't as good as Rashford's, I'm just saying. But still very good. City, Gabriel Jesus on the edge of the box. Plays the ball out wide to David Silva. David Silva heavily involved. Gabriel Jesus here he's in possession. Oh, he gets another corner here. Ball's going to be whipped in here. That's well cleared again. Been very good tonight defensively from corners, Chelsea. There's no doubt about that whatsoever. Very good indeed. been given here? City player down. Took my eye off the game for a second. Rudiger's heavy touch. That's a foul, ref, surely. I know he wins the ball first, but is that not reckless? Oh. I've seen slide tackles where people have won the balls and that's happened afterwards. I've seen people still get booked for that. That's where I don't understand. That part of the law I don't get. Is it a foul still because he won the ball first? Because the follow through? I mean, I just want the penalty to be given. What's actually going on here? They're looking at this still. Have I ever owned a slave? That's the craziest question ever. Wow, some of these super chats are wild. Checking for serious red card. No red card decision, no serious foul play. It was being checked. The fact they checked it tells you something. The fact they checked it tells you something. From my point of view, I wasn't too sure. Clearly, now I am sure because the ruling has been made. But there we go. What is going to happen after this game? Oh my God. I love it. I love the fact that it's so in the balance. That's what I love here. The game's in the balance. Top 4 races in the balance. It's amazing. City coming forward again here. Oh, it's a decent ball in. It's well defended there by Christiansen. It's going to be another corner here to Manchester City. Ball's going to be whipped in here. Mahrez crosses. Oh, Raheem Sterling's got a bit of time. He's going to shoot. He does. Sterling! Oh, that's just wide. Oh, it was so close. So close. So close. So close. So close. Drinks break now. What a last 20 minutes we're going to have. I'd love to get some callers back. I'd love some calls now. A few people call up. I'd love to get some opinions real quick in this drinks break. What we think's going on. Do me a favor, hit the like and share button. It's really important that you guys come on and get that done. It'd be amazing if you could. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Call up the show right now. Skype information in the description below. But this game is in the balance. The deciding factors of the season are in the balance. It's amazing. Genuinely amazing. So the next 10 minutes or so is going to be check something. Can you stream StreamYard through this? You can, you know. Damn. Anyway. Elite KJ calling up. Elite KJ, welcome back to the show, bro.
Yeah, what's...
This is why we love football. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, this is why we love football, right?
Yeah, man. Oh, gosh. Like, I'm not even a Chelsea fan or Man City fan, and I'm like stressed because obviously United's points and stuff. So this is the game. Those 2 goals, put us Mendy. I don't know what you're doing, and then Kevin De Bruyne. Oh my lord, just this guy is so good. It's frustrating that he played.
Bro, your signal's terrible. We'll try and get him back in a minute. KJ's signal is always terrible at night. Do me a favor, please, moderators. Get rid of the spammers in the comment section, please. I've just seen all that stuff. Get rid of it, please. KJ, you back now?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
That's cool. No, I mean, I'm the same as you. Edge of your seat stuff. And look, we're not in a title run in Man United. We know that. But I feel like we haven't been involved in a run for ages where there's so many teams that can make top 4. It's like every kick of the ball is nerve-wracking. There's almost a part of me that wants City to lose as well. Like, it's weird. It's weird. Like, I'm a mixture of emotions right now. I almost want the Liverpool title to be over so we don't, like... Oh, ball over the top. He's in. Pulisic is in again. Oh, he's going to win the game. Chelsea. Oh, it's off the line. I went over the line. That's a goal. It's a goal.
No.
How did that not go in? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Pulisic nearly did it again. My word. I swear that went over the line, bruv. I swear that went over the line. I swear that went over the line. Oh, my God. I just see Liverpool become champions and United's top 4 race become even harder, cleared off the line. Do you know, anyone who says City ain't trying to win this are mad. There's no way. Oh, my. Did you see that?
No, I missed it because my connection's been...
Oh, my God. I can't believe it.
Oh, man.
I literally can't believe it. He went around the goalkeeper and everything. It looked like a goal. So he's broken through. Another mistake by the defender. I'm not sure which defender it was. I need to see a replay. He goes around the goalkeeper. And as he goes around the goalkeeper, he cuts it in. It's going in. And Kyle Walker clears it off the line. It looked to me like it had gone over the line. But, of course, but you know, like, it went wrong the other day, the goal line technology. Like, I want to see it. And I won't, but I was a complete advocate and 100% faith in goal line technology until this situation. So it's mad, mate. Oh, my God. Chelsea needs to take the lead again.
Oh, my gosh. This is too much. The one time I wanted a clean Man City thrashing of a team, it was this one time, and they're making it hard for themselves. I think, you know what, yeah? I'll give it to Chelsea. They clearly have studied Man City. They clearly watched our games that we had against them and other teams that beat them. And really have given them a strong game. Let them have the ball in areas that they can't really be effective, and then pounce on the counter. So fair play to Chelsea.
I'm just seeing this here. Did it cross the line? No, actually didn't. Completely and utterly didn't. It was bang on. It was literally on the line. Kyle Walker's speed got him out of trouble. They're just watching it again from this replay. No, it didn't go in. It didn't. Oh, it's beautiful from him. Do you know what's mad? I have to say this about BT Sport. I can completely understand why they're focusing on Liverpool tonight. But Chelsea fans are in a top 4 rate. Chelsea fans are wanting to win tonight for their own reasons. And all the reactions are Liverpool fans. I just think it's really disrespectful. I do. I get that Liverpool fans like seeing it. But it's what I would say about it is these are the little things that make a lot of people dislike Liverpool Football Club. Where Chelsea fans all sit at home tonight going, hang on a minute, our club is playing. We're in a top 4 race with a novice man. Like, it's not been the worst season for Chelsea. Do you get what I mean? But yet, we're nearly beating City and you're not focusing on us. It's great. Like, Chelsea fans are going to be fuming about that. It's a madness. But, yeah, it's crazy. What do you think is going to happen here? Last 20 minutes of the game.
I reckon. No, this is not even me using my football brain. This is just my biased hope. I hope Man City do a last-minute thing because the way it's been looking, Chelsea look very dangerous on that counter-attack. So I just gotta hope Man City put it to bed in the next 15 because otherwise it'll be peak for United and that climb is gonna be that little bit harder. We're fortunate that Chelsea have Liverpool and have Wolves in the last day, so that might be in our favour. But right now, they could take this home. So I'm hoping Man City can do something.
Yeah, well, when Raheem Sterling missed that opportunity, I one of those like angry, real angry moments where I'm looking at the screen, I'm thinking, like, just finish that, but finish your dinner, son. And he didn't. But this game is literally, it's funny really because it shows. People were talking earlier on about no one's going to catch Liverpool for years, and I said, but, and I don't even mean this salty towards Liverpool, but you may not necessarily need to catch Liverpool in the sense of how City have been this season, where they've been very good, but they're a shadow of the team of the previous 2 seasons. We know that by the points, we know that by how many games they've lost, we know that the fact that United done a double over them, we got nowhere near them seasons prior to that. Liverpool will also go through that point again. It might be in a year, it might be 2, it could be 3. Like, if you get where I'm coming from, they're on a counter-attack here. Kevin De Bruyne's already pulled him back once. William goes into the box. William's pass ain't good enough. Tammy Abraham! Oh my God! How did that not go in? How did that not go in? I can't believe it. How? Oh my God! Oh my days! Oh my God! How is that not in? How did Tammy miss? The ball comes in, it's blocked. William to Tammy, hang on. Tammy shoots, it's a save by Edison. Oh my God, Pulisic miss. Tammy, that's shocking. Oh my God. Hang on, was there handball by Fernandinho on the line here? I'm just checking. The goalkeeper in there is brilliant. Not there. Could there be handball? Yeah, handball. It's a penalty. It's handball. Penalty. Fernandinho knocks it off the line. There's no way. No way Tammy was missing that. Pure handball. It's going to be a penalty. He knows it. And a red card. That's it. Chelsea are going to win the game. Handballed it off the line. 110%. I was sitting there and thinking to myself, how did Tammy miss that? And then we saw it. And then you see in the replay, you see him knock it away with his hand. He knows as well. You can tell by man's face.
This is a wild game.
It's the way he hits it as well. It's just blatant. If City get away with this, they are living the charmed life.
Who's stepping up to take it?
It's going to be... Tammy? Yeah, overturned. Penalty to Chelsea Football Club and a red card. There we go. Fernandinho's off with a red card. Ladies and gentlemen, Liverpool Football Club are going to be champions tonight. I literally was sitting there thinking, there we go. They've missed another gilt-edged chance. I couldn't believe it. I understand fair here to Tammy. I couldn't believe he missed it. And now I know why he missed it. It's because the man did what he did. But my days. 100% handball. When you see the replays, you'll know. 100%.
Yeah, so I've just seen them. It's not even a debate. It's not even up for debate.
Yeah, man. William stepping up here.
I would have taken a draw because that would have been 3 points, and you can still make up for that 5.
And I just know. By the way, I just know William's going to score. 110%. William is going to score, and he does. He buries it. Absolutely buries it. And do you know what's mad about that? KDB tried to pull him back and the referee played advantage. KDB should have rugby tackled the guy down. Like, that's a madness. It's over now. We're down to 10 men as well. I see, this is the thing for me. It's like, this is why it's bittersweet. I'm happy that City lose their title tonight because City have annoyed me with their cheating, right? So I'm happy from that point of view. However, I'm annoyed a little bit because Liverpool are going to be champions, of course. But then it makes it harder for Man United. I was banking on City doing something tonight and giving us an opportunity. But you know what? We can still catch Leicester.
Yeah. And you also got to say fair play to Chelsea. Like, they've played extremely well.
Oh, they have. Chelsea thoroughly deserve it. There's absolutely zero salt, anger, frustration from my end at all. There's nothing. There's no cheating tonight. It's just, do you know what it is? It's why I said Arsenal had a chance. If Arsenal would have just had something about them, I've always felt this is the best time to play City because they know they're beat. And even though I saw Walker clear it off the line, I'm not saying they're trying to lose, but there's an element of for me of sort of there's nothing for them to play for. There's no fight left, and Chelsea have stuck it to them tonight. And interesting, the first 23 minutes, Chelsea weren't in this game. But what a game plan from Lampard. They're going forward again here. They're going to get a third, you know. Oh, Williams passes a little bit off.
People question the lineup, and now that you see the game, you can understand why you would leave out a Jorginho or a Kovacic in this kind of game. You just want you just wanted those workhorses in the midfield doing all they can, and have that breakaway pace. So Lampard, you're fair play, man.
Exactly. And look, a lot of Man United fans saying, and a lot of rival RIP top four. Listen, it's not end of the top four race just yet. Like it really, really isn't. Like anyone who thinks that's off their head, because if Chelsea think that, they'll throw it away. But Chelsea have looked excellent tonight, and I've said all along I felt that Chelsea might, like since lockdown, that Chelsea might make it. It's Leicester would be the team that I felt would miss out. So it doesn't really change my train of thought in that. It's just a long way for us to go. But from a Man United fan's point of view, we just got to keep winning our games. We just have to keep winning our games and not worrying, almost not focusing on what everyone else is doing. You know, if you could help it, what you would want to do is just win our games. No one looking at newspapers, no one looking at league tables, and then you suddenly look up with 3 games to go, and there's a point difference between you and Leicester. That's kind of how you got to try and do this. But the Premier League's amazing. I wouldn't even discount one last bit of drama tonight. you just can't discount that one last bit of drama, you know.
Man,
crazy.
This league is insane. You know, we was watching the Bundesliga, and you could see like just the quality was low, and teams were getting slapped at 4-6, 5-2, and that. This season, coming back, it's been really competitive, and I've been surprised at how the intensity levels have been kept up. It's not the same, obviously, but
do you know what, bro?
It's not bad.
Do you know what I think it's interesting about? Oh, lovely play from City here. Oh, why did Jesus not play KDB in? That's the problem with that play. He ain't got the vision. Cross it from Zinchenko.
That's why he doesn't start for Pep.
Yeah, he's just there was a through ball there. You know what we were talking about yesterday and about Man United so often, how he's having the right players with the vision. You can be in that position, you know, positionally fine, but it's having the vision or having the ability or the confidence to pull off the right pass at the right time. And Jesus there was poor. He almost bottled that. And that's the thing with some football players. They don't want to take the risky. They don't want to play the risky pass. They don't want to be the guy that loses it. They just want to play that. They want to play that safe pass to a guy next to them. You know, you get some players that go. It's why I was annoyed with Martial yesterday when he squared that ball to Rashford. I don't want you passing. He had a hat trick. I love the guy. But in that situation, I know what Ollie will be saying to him straight. Ollie will be saying 110% to him. 110%. You need to be shooting next time. I want you to be arrogant. I don't want you to pass responsibility. And I felt that Jesus just did that then. He's like, oh, I'm not the one who's going to try and lose the ball and concede the goal on the counter. I'm going to square the ball off. But no, mate, and on the intensity levels, this is it for me. So it's why the Premier League is the best in the world, because games are intense from front to back. I watched a lot of German football when it returned, and I can honestly tell you, I won't ever be watching it again, barring another similar situation, because I found it boring. Forget the fans. I don't listen to sound when I watch games anyway, because I have the sound down to do these shows. But there was no intensity to any of those matches. Even Borussia Dortmund Bayern Munich was boring. There was nothing about it at all. Our game's amazing. Oh, no, a good cross, but Tammy didn't go to the far post. He came to the far. Yeah, that was a good cross, but no run in the right direction. So I know there was a time where the European teams were smashing us in the Champions League, so that makes the league's better. No, our teams dropped in quality, but the intensity of our league also plays a part. And I think that's something that's sometimes disrespected. Right now, like Liverpool have become the best in the world, so they can do it. But I think there's a 5 or 6 year period where we didn't have the best teams in the world, but yet the intensity levels of our oh, look at this, they're giving it away. Oh, they're going to concede a third in a minute, City. I can see it. The intensity levels in the Premier League make it very, very hard. It's why we've seen on a couple of occasions in recent years, when we were struggling in Europe, the Chelseas and the Leicesters win titles without European football, because it's taken, you haven't had to have intensity on a Saturday than intensity midweek. I think it's easier for a lot of the top teams in Europe where the games aren't intense. I think you come to the business end of the season and you're reserving energy because you're playing at 60-70% capacity some games. I think the intensity of the Premier League is almost detrimental to us in Europe.
Yeah, they'll have to choose like what thing to go for, because you've seen many times teams in the Europa League for English teams have to choose the league or Europa League, and even to extend to the Champions League, it's like, oh, how much do you want to give in to the Champions League because we've still got the league to go for. So yeah, I understand your point completely, and it's one of those ones where you look at the structure of all the other leagues, and it's hard to see how they can get to a similar point of the Prem, which will make it that much better for each individual.
No, exactly, bro. And I think that's the thing for me. I'm not saying, of course, there are brilliant teams in Europe, and of course there are teams out there that could come to the Premier League and win. I'm not and never have denied that. My view has always been this, though. In the last 5-6 years, also another thing we have that none of the other European teams have to contend with is we don't have 2 or 3 teams now at the top that can pick the best players off in the league. You know, there was even a time where Liverpool would have their best players picked off to an extent. You know, there were times where only really Man United, Chelsea, and City for a good 7-8 year period weren't losing their top players on a regular basis. And by the way, we weren't investing well in that time either. But suddenly with the TV money we had, teams don't need to sell their players as regularly anymore. And because they didn't need to sell their players as regularly, you're in a situation where, like, if you look at some of the top players that are at some of the lesser, I've got really itchy back, sorry. If you look at some of the lesser players who are at top, good players that are at lesser teams, I don't think they'd have stayed at those lesser teams 2, 3, 4 years ago. But I think that's an awful cross by Sterling. That is dog. Do you get where I'm coming from? So, you know, you look at sort of backup players now that, you know, you think that Tottenham squad, without the TV money we have now, that Tottenham squad doesn't stay together. Toby and Vertonghen gone. Kane gone. As an example, right? And I think, you know, Everton couldn't have afforded a Richarlison as an example because the TV money wouldn't have been there. And I think it's so I'm not saying it makes Everton brilliant, but every team for a while had 2 or 3 really good players. And back in the day, what would have happened is those players would have been picked up by the big English teams and the big European teams, and it would have been weaker. That made it easier in a way for Man United of old, Chelsea of old, to just steamroll through teams. But it's become harder to do that now, and I think that's why. But on an entertainment level, that's why the Premier League's so entertaining, because of nights like tonight. City are coming forward again here, trying to get that equaliser. I can't see it happening, though, in my opinion. I think City are dead tonight. Oh, someone just walked past the window. My office.
They have not been good.
No, dead. Absolutely dead.
They've been terrible today.
Absolutely dead,
This
really.
is one of the worst. Besides the goal, it's one of the worst performances I've seen from Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, but I think it's because the intensity's gone. There's nothing to play for. Like, Liverpool look good because they're buzzing, right? Because they're going to be champions, as an example. Yeah, they battered the last team they played, City, because they are exponentially better than those opponents. But there's more of a level playing field between Chelsea and City on paper, but Chelsea are playing for something tangible, which is top 4, which makes them dangerous. Here's De Bruyne, though. Oh, see, that ball goes behind Jesus. All that. So yeah, it's done, but it also shows as well, right? And I love movie culture as a reference. What's happened to City this season as well is Rocky versus Ivan Drago. And I don't know if that reference means anything to you, but City were just relentless. So if you watch Rocky 4, Dolph Lundgren plays this big, steroid-induced Russian boxer who punches like 3 times. Like, they do this testing on this machine where
Adonis's dad, isn't it?
Yeah. So Adonis, if you've watched Creed, then it's Rocky 4. Kills Creed, and then Rocky has to fight him. But Rocky's smaller than Creed. Like, everyone's scared, but Rocky goes in the ring. Round 1, Rocky gets his head chewed up, and you think, it's not going to end well. Round 2, he's getting chewed up. But right at the end, he catches him and cuts him, right? And suddenly, you see a little bit of doubt in the mind of Ivan Drago, and Rocky bashes him up for the last 30 seconds of that fight. Then, for the rest of the fight, it's to and fro between the two of them. Final round, Rocky knocks him out. But there was that moment where Drago gets the cut, and he realizes, I'm not indestructible. You know, and I think that happened to City this season. They lost a few games back-to-back. Liverpool were relentless. And then there's an element of, we're not indestructible. We're not as indestructible as we thought. And then the resolve goes. And once your resolve is gone, once you no longer believe in who and what you are, it's legitimately over. It's like legitimately 110% finished for you.
And it also shows that the teams have stopped being scared. I think one of the reasons why Man City were able to do what they're doing over the last 3 seasons was because people were scared to try and do anything against them. So it allowed them to have the ball more and do what they did. But teams this season have been like, actually, no, these guys are there to get got at. And so they actually tried more. I've seen teams actually have a go against City more, and now you get the results. So I'm happy that people have got over this fear of Man City and having the ball and stuff, and actually have gone for it. Because if a team like Norwich can come out and beat them, man, then it just shows that actually it's half of it's a mental battle against Man City.
But it is, mate. It's nearly all mental. It's nearly all psychological. It nearly all comes down to having your, essentially having your wits about you, and not being scared to actually have a go at someone. And that's what a lot of it comes down to. One of the biggest reasons why Man United became so poor in recent years is because they were in a situation where people weren't scared. People would come to Old Trafford and they weren't worried about it. It's like, okay, we can go there and give it to Man United. And when the fear factor goes, it's done. You know, I remember there used to be this guy that used to run a lot of the nightclub doors where I grew up. Everyone was scared of this geezer because he had this reputation. He was a lot older. He's probably in his 40s at this point. But he had this reputation, right? And people were legit scared of this dude. And all scared of him. All used to cry, whatever. One night, some young pup one day sparks his plugs outside. Like, not just one punch wonder, beats this guy up. About a month later, he got beat up again. A month after that, he got beat up again. And it wasn't that he wasn't tough in his heyday. He was in his mid-40s to late 40s. And these young'uns that come up, that are trained as well, were trained fighters, they were just tougher, faster, quicker, stronger. And once the fear factor had gone, he ended up stopping. Because he wasn't even that big a man. But the reason he was such a successful door guy in that area was because everybody was petrified of him. Because of what he'd done to people in his heyday. But everybody passes their sell-by dates. Like, truly, everybody passes their sell-by dates, and that is quintessentially what happened to him. And by the way, Liverpool are 4 minutes, less than 3 minutes now away from becoming champions of England. Fair play. I'm just going to say fair play to them. I don't want to say much more than that because
you can't fault them. They've been the best team in the league by a landslide. No one came even close to them. Even last season, they only had one challenger and just missed out. So to continue what they've done over 2 seasons is phenomenal. And it's just a shame that we have to endure their fans. And they have every right to be cocky.
Oh, brother, of course. You know what? I was thinking about this the other day. The other day, I was looking at this and I was sitting there and I was watching and listening to loads of Liverpool fans I know, loads of Liverpool fans I respect, talking about like how good they are and what they're going to win and how long it's going to go on for. And there's this little part of me as a United fan that's like, oh, they're so arrogant. But at the same time, I was like, fair play to you, because you've had to listen to United and Arsenal and Chelsea and City be like that for 30 years and you haven't been there. Equally, I know exactly what I'm going to be like when Man United get back to that level. And Man United will get back to that level at some point. So I don't harbour any kind of ill thought. I don't harbour any kind of anger or frustration, because for me, it's just simply a case of fair play. Do you get where I'm coming from? Now, a lot of Man United fans are losing a lot of their own energy and in their life on being annoyed that City have become so good. I just don't mix in that. I just don't mix in that kind of environment. Does that make sense? Like, for me, there's no point losing your energy over something like that. There's no point. And, focus, I don't like it, but I'm not going to lose any energy over it, because that also plays into the, when you get the banter and people are winding you up, banter only works if you get triggered by it. And if you just like fair play to you, they're like, oh, because the amount of times I get Liverpool fans say to me, oh, but you don't actually get wound up when we say how good we are. I'm like, no, not really. Why would I? It's the truth.
Yeah, it's true.
Where I get wound up is with the whole, like Henderson's better than Scholes. Because that's like, yo, that's nonsense. That's nonsense. Mm-hmm. But you know what's crazy about this game as well, right? That miss from Sterling now.
I said this on Twitter. If Sterling could actually finish, he would be top 10 players in the world, hands down. As much as I love Raheem as a person and everything that he does for the Mandem, it's frustrating to watch. There's games where I've watched him against us, and he just misses and fluffs. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? And I've had many conversations with my dad about this. I genuinely think one of the reasons why he doesn't finish as many chances as he should is because his running style is awkward. And it's
he runs like a T-Rex, doesn't he?
Yeah, like it maybe takes time for his body to adjust to the right shape for it to actually go in. So, man, I looked at that chance. I'm like, yo, you could just played it off. You could have just played it off, and you would have won the game.
Oh.
And United would have be 2 points behind.
This is mad. I'm just sort of sitting here, and I'm trying not to be salty, but I'm like, Liverpool are seconds away from being champions of England, you know. Do you know what though? Do you know what? This is why I won't throw salt. Do you know why? Because there's gonna come a day where we're back, and do you know what? It might not be next year after, but there'll come a day in our lives, and I hope it don't take 30 years. I hope it don't, but just fair's fair, man. Liverpool are that good. It isn't contentious. It isn't. They were lucky. They didn't even. It wasn't like it's a Leicester year where they were like not tipped for it and everybody else was crap. They've been the best team in the world. You can't even deny it, if that makes sense, and whatever. And the only reason it's painful this time, and again, if they win 3 on the bounce, it'd be painful because they'll overtake Man United. But the only reason it's painful this time, it's the first one. It's why last season it was like, I don't care if City win another one because they've already won some, if that makes sense. But once this is it. Once this one's done, once they win this one, it's all over and done with. But mate, listen, I'm going to chat to you soon because I'm going to be doing a live reaction to Liverpool being champions. I'll see you on that, mate.
Just before we go, Terry, question. How long do we stay off Twitter for?
Mate, I ain't staying on Twitter. Again, this is alpha still time. You face it up, man up, and then we take it on the chin. But the game's over now.
Just out.
Yes, bro. All right, mate, I'll speak to you soon. Take care of yourself. Thank you.